Okay, so today we are going to look at how to use validation rule to insert as a list, and then also set a rule on the column using the validation rule. So this side, let me just right click and then I'll click on insert. Then I have a new column. Now this column we are going to call it gender. So let me type gender in full. Now after typing the gender in full, the next thing that I want to do is all the cells that are under gender, I want to make sure that the values or the gender will be selected from a list. So first of all, I need to highlight all the cells under gender like this. Then after highlighting, I will then click on data tab. So after clicking on data tab, I will move my cursor to data validation. Then I'll click on the drop down beside it. Once I click on the drop down, I'll click on data validation. When I click on data validation, I have settings. So the settings says validation criteria, allow any value. Now I want it to be selected from a list, so I'll click on the drop down, then I'll choose list. After clicking on the list, then I have the source. Now inside the source, I'll type male, comma, female, because that is what I want to see, right? So comma, and put a comma there, male, comma, female. That is the values that I want to select from. Then we have the input message. So this is like a short description or a pop-up message that is going to display when you select any cell under gender. So here, let me write something like notes. Then here I'll write select your gender from the lists. Then I'll click on OK, so I'm done. Now after selecting, when I check this side, when I click on the drop down, you can see that the values that I selected are there. So the first person, if it is male, I'll click. So this person is female, I'll click. The next person, click male. Next person, click. Then I have this person is what? So male, Kelvin. Next person, female. Next person, male. Next person, male. And the last person is female. So that is how we insert or we apply the validation rule to perform that action. If I want to clear or remove the validation rule, I'll go through the same process. I'll highlight all the cells under it and then click on data tab, move back to data validation, click on the drop down, then I'll click data validation. Once it opens, I'll just move to clear all. So when I click on clear all, click on OK, it means everything has been resetted. I will not select anything from the drop down. Okay, now you can equally use the data validation in another format. So let me insert another one. So here, let's call it maybe commission, like this. So with a commission here, we are trying to say that everybody is supposed to earn a commission of let's say 50 cedis and above. So if mistakenly the data entry operator enters anything which is not within that range, the system should provide an error message. So the first thing is, let me highlight the cells under the commission like this. Then I'll click on the data tab, the data validation, which is under the data tab. Then I'll go to settings. When I go to settings, I'll click on the drop down for where we have the validation criteria. Then I'll choose whole number. So here I have between. So between is one of the settings there. So I'm not using between, I'm using, it has to be greater than or equal to, because I said it should be 50 cedis and above. So I'll click on the drop down, then I'll choose greater than or equal to. Then I'll type the value that I want to see in action, which is 50. Then I'll click on input message. Then I'll go to title. So I'll go notes. So here I'll enter something like enter values not less than 50. So this is like a warning. Then I'll go to the error alert. Now the error indicates that if you violate or if you don't enter anything which is 50 cedis and above, there should be an error message. So let me give it like something like error. Then here with the error I'll enter something like out of range, like this, and then I'll click on OK. So after applying, you could see the notice on it. So let me enter, let's say 49 and see, hit enter. Then you could see an error message which says out of range. So until I enter anything which is 50 cedis and above, this thing will never work. That is how data validation works there. So let me click retry, then I'll click 50 or type 50 to work, 51 work, 67, oh shit, so 67, let's say 71, 90, 32, and there's an error. So this is how data validation works.